problem with VR, and the problem with the PlayStation VR, is that they have exclusive games. Which instantly makes it dumb. I mean, the headset looks nice, the controllers look nice, but at the end of the day, the library is fucking limited. That's the dumb shit about the Quest, and it's the dumb shit about this PlayStation VR, is that their libraries end up being limited. Even though you can use the Quest on Steam games, that's actually the better thing about the Quest. And then obviously the fucking Vive, you have the biggest library and the best specs. But yeah, it's like, dude, what? How much is this? Like $300-400 for like 5 games? Or the Index? I always forget what the fuck the one is. Random ass names. Index, not the Vive. Yeah, like $400 for 5 fucking games. That shit ain't worth it. PSVR 2 doesn't support PSVR 1 games. Lol. That's fucking ridiculous. Logitech released a new handheld cloud device. Comes with Xbox Cloud Gaming pre-installed. $350. 1080p screen, 12-hour battery life, GeForce Now support, local game streaming support. So this is a pure streaming device. It doesn't look that bad. Interesting though. I do know GeForce Now I have used a couple of times, and I was kind of impressed because I played Mortal Kombat on it, and the input lag was like not noticeable. Like the tech has definitely got way better. Steam Deck is great. Yeah, but Steam Deck, you download the games. On top of the fact that you can stream on the Steam Deck as well. No, I didn't feel input delay. I feel like the input delay has lessened. There's always going to be input delay, but it's gotten really, really low. This is a stream device. This is like a Stadia on the go, is what this device is. I mean, I can see some people enjoying this. The price is pretty high, $300. Yeah, I mean, xCloud is really good too. I use it. You can stream your Steam desktop on the deck. I know, no one's denying the fucking stream capability of the Steam Deck. Yeah, I do agree. The Steam Deck is still the way to go, but this is a cheaper only stream in order to play your games device. You can literally play cloud on your mobile phone, but this integrates the controls, I guess, instead of needing to get like an add-on. And yeah, I guess you could just stream it off your phone. Cheaper, it requires a gaming PC still. This doesn't require a gaming PC. Local game streaming support. No, it includes GeForce Now. It needs internet. Yes, that's the whole point of this device. This device is fucking useless unless you have a solid internet connection. Try playing a shooter on Wi-Fi? Yeah, but why the fuck would you play some sort of online shooter on this shit? You go into using a device like this knowing the games you're gonna play. You're gonna play very casual games on that. You ain't gonna be fucking loading up. Why not? Because you're fucking high. If you go in thinking you're gonna go into like a... First of all, that's your fucking choice of your... If you're on the go and you want to load up fucking Fortnite, and that's your fucking choice, you already probably suck balls at the game. So you don't give a shit about the input lag, okay? Because you should have known going into it that that is the worst fucking device to actually do anything competitive on. The device is literally for single player playthroughs and casual fucking games. If you think you're gonna go into like a fucking snappy ass multiplayer game on that shit, you're an idiot. Like, that's literally not the point of that device. It's to play subtle ass games on the go. Eventually in the future, maybe, but not now. I wonder what Nintendo will do now since companies are coming out with Steam Deck and Logitech G. Well, the biggest thing that the Nintendo Switch has is the fucking exclusives. Because for the 100 indie games that the Cloud or the Steam Deck has, no, for the 300 indie games, for like 500 indie games, all they need is a new Zelda, and they will fucking shit on everything. Like, because Nintendo's IPs are fucking huge. That's the way Nintendo does it. They're the fans of Nintendo and the popularity of the games and Mario, Zelda, all that shit is so fucking profitable and so massive that, like, they can slowly add indie games to the Switch, but those fat fucking IPs literally make the company so much fucking money. At the same time, if the Switch literally allowed for some sort of cloud... Actually, if they did a Switch Pro and they had it so, like, they tie Nintendo Online where you get access to cloud gaming, it's for, like, GeForce, whatever the fuck it's called, or some shit, that would be crazy. Switch has cloud games? Oh, they do? Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, the Switch has specific cloud games. But if they partner up with GeForce Experience or something, instead of porting all these indie games slowly to the Switch. So their library for cloud gaming is limited. They have it, but it's limited. Their cloud games are only the ones the console is too weak to run. Lolu! Yeah, I think this game just looks like it's gonna be fun. You know, it's rare. A lot of games just have too much bullshit going. This just looks like it could be a fun game.
The time I got to spend with a slice of Flying Wild Hog's Evil West felt almost like I was time traveling. A linear third-person action game with hidden collectibles and no side quests, checkpoints that don't involve bonfires, open areas that double as combat arenas to crunch through enemies before moving on to do it again.
Yeah, sometimes you just want a fucking fun, linear game without all the fucking bullshit.
They don't make them like this anymore. And a game like this really makes me wish they did. Set in an alternate 18th century where the West is still wild, but also filled with vampires, you play as Jesse Rentier, star agent and heir apparent of the Rentier Institute, an organization of vampire hunters powered by sci-fi tech and government spending. As a tough-as-nails man on the ground, you're the go-to for when a dirty job needs doing.
I'm gonna take it for a test drive.
In the demo level I
they're
played,
vampire hunters?
that job was recovering missing technology in a snowy mine. Story and character exploration were very light in this build, even with a sort of sidekick to banter with.
Luckily, you have a faithful sidekick who can kickstart that thing.
Jesse seems largely like your run-of-the-mill tough guy protagonist who would rather shoot off his gun than his mouth.
Oh, God.
Meanwhile, much of the setting is cool on the surface. The Nikola Tesla-inspired electropunk tech is gaudy and over-designed in a way that attracts more than repulses. The unnatural tech juxtaposes starkly with the supernatural brutality of many of the vampire designs as well. When the shooting starts, Jesse is more than prepared, both with more mundane and traditional firearms, and mechanical tricks that make up for the magical power gap between him and his enemies. The base of my offense came in the form of his gnarly gauntlet. You can mash for quick face-beating combos or hold down the attack button to launch the enemy airborne. Follow it up with a diving punch, or quickly draw your pistol and fill them full of holes before they drop.
Motherfucker's got
Making
a
these
fat
decisions on the
slug
fly
on
is a
his
cinch
head.
because every weapon is on its own dedicated button or happens in its own specific scenario. For example, if I want to fire the pistol, I press the shoot button. If I want to hit longer range targets with my rifle, I aim while shooting. The Rentier Institute provides you with some other gadgets as well. Your energy shield isn't the kind you hide behind to absorb attacks for you, but if you time it correctly, any enemy that attempts to touch you gets sent into high voltage seizures, leaving them open for big damage. The Crippling Rod can do the same, but to a whole slew of enemies at once. Outside of being flashy, all of your tools feel like they are tailor-made for specific situations, and none feel like they are made irrelevant or redundant when compared to the others. There looks to be a ton of ways to upgrade and personalize your tools around your preferred playstyle. You can add more functionality to your weapons, like being able to get bullets spent shooting weak spots on monsters refunded. Or you can add more character-focused perks that give you new abilities or alter and extend the ones you already have. Standard skill tree stuff at first glance, but when you start seeing these knock-on effects add up, Jesse really starts becoming the kind of one-man army they present him to be. Finally, these vampires here aren't your Bela Lugosi Draculas. Some are skinless feral beasts whose bodies
none of
are
these guys
flailing
look
around
like
on
vampires.
autopilot in search of your neck. Some are almost like hives for large, glowing explosive insects that march to their deaths to ensure yours. These are inventive and sometimes pretty challenging creatures that definitely make me want to know more about what weird horrors lurk in the shadows of this alternate history America. The linearity of the stage I played was counterbalanced fairly well by the amount of nooks and crannies that were scattered around to find consumable items, money, or other collectibles. I wasn't particularly moved to search every inch of the stage in this demo, but I can see the more OCD gamer having plenty of boxes to check in a full release. Such straightforward design may seem out of step with today's forever games, but I really appreciated the focus on making the elements you can interact with feel vibrant and intentional. No, I can't see the mountain in the background and climb it, but each encounter feels handmade to create a specific sort of challenge, making it feel more like a deliberate puzzle than a happy accident.
Can't anything be simple here?
The small demo time I got with Evil West left me thirsty for more Old West vampire hunting. In a year that somehow finds 3 notable games set in a dark and haunted Wild West, Flying Wild Hogs remains unique not just among its setting counterparts, but its genre contemporaries. Action is easy to get your head around quickly, but reveals new layers of depth and strategy with every new powerful upgrade, bizarre tool, and fanged foe. For more on Evil West, check out the last 2 gameplay trailers. And for everything else in the world of video games, stick with IGN.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be a fun playthrough. I'll definitely check this game out. Thoughts? A letter from Twitch president on subscription revenue shares. Oh yeah, I saw that. I know, I saw it. TLDR, I mean, broadcasters make less money. That is literally the TLDR. There's not much else to it. There's a reason why they did this, and there's a reason why there's more ads on Twitch too. It's because I don't think they're very profitable. / maybe not profitable. I think that's literally what it comes down to. That's the TLDR pay cut for broadcasters, and the reason is because they either or they're just not profitable enough is what it comes down to. That's why they do it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure before Twitch has been losing money for a while now. So this was like coming down the pipeline. It's unfortunate. Obviously, it sucks. On the broadcaster side of things, it doesn't. I mean, it's gonna affect you guys too, because I don't know. People will probably end up playing a bit more ads to try to compensate for the loss. On top of the fact, I'm pretty sure they'll end up adding a bit more ads too, just default ads. But yeah, man. I mean, that's literally why. That's what it comes down to. What's the other reason? I remember like last year they said they weren't profitable or something like that, and that's when there was like slow changes happening. Ads were there were more pre-roll ads and more ads in general on the website after that. It was like a slow moving transition. Sounds like an excuse. Okay. Truly wouldn't mind if my favorite streamers go to YouTube. Yeah, I don't know about that. What? Did you not just hear what I said? How is Twitch not profitable? Motherfuckers, I got the whole porn industry out here. I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't really know the specific details. I think a lot of it comes down to it's just like really expensive to run the site. It doesn't seem like it. And I don't know if it's like the servers or like the infrastructure and the servers is what it all comes down to. Yeah, the amount of bandwidth is like, must be just fucking crazy. The more broadcasters, the more bandwidth, the more people on the site, the more bandwidth, and then they have to compensate it with ads, but like the amount of bandwidth being used compared to the ad revenue Twitch is getting and the sub cut they're getting isn't enough to compensate for the amount of bandwidth is what it comes down to. Like that's it. Imagine YouTube's bandwidth. Yeah, but I think also the difference is YouTube has like what, 2 billion fucking views? Compared to Twitch's like what? I think it was like 100 million. And yeah, I don't think YouTube's profitable, right? Yeah, that's why Google bought it. And then on top of the fact, a lot of Google does ads. So Google gets the fat chunk of ads too. Like, Google's like the first fucking frontier for ads. But yeah, man, have you seen YouTube without YouTube Premium and no ad block? It's fucking insane, bro. At least on YouTube, you can skip the ad. But have you seen all the shit around it? It's like another world. But at the same time, like, yo, YouTube is backed by Google. And Google is literally, like I said, the fucking frontier of motherfucking ads. So, like, they're gonna get, their optimization on ads and the way they've been doing it is obviously gonna be better at the end of the day. Twitch, I feel like sometimes is trying to play catch up a little bit. But it seems like this is just like what they have to do in order to make ends meet. It fucking sucks. I don't know what their alternative was. What was their alternative? I guess what they wanted to do, if more people had Twitch Turbo or something, they could have offsetted it. I don't know.